Okay, Cleveland, Brad, over under 9 wins.
Oh my God, I'm gonna go under, dude. I'm gonna go under so hardcore that this would be the funnest bet of the year for me. Under.
So you think they're going to implode?
Well, that's the thing, man. I think everybody has thrown so much love at this team. I don't think 8 wins means implosion. I'm just tired of people calling them the 92 Cowboys all of a sudden. Can we stop it?
I'm with you, man, and I'm actually I wasn't planning on going into this, but I do have their schedule, and I was looking at it earlier today. I think they're 9-7, 8-8. So if I have to go one or the other, I think it's likely that they're 8-8 instead of 10-6. I think this is another one for me that's right on that line. But let me read through the schedule here.
I'm with you, Sean. I think it's more likely that they go 8-8 than they do 10-6.
Yeah, especially in this division, Baltimore and Pittsburgh. People are sleeping on Pittsburgh. Like they don't have Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball.
Right. Like they're not Pittsburgh all of a sudden.
Yeah, and they had blonde mustache Antonio Brown. Okay, maybe his mustache wasn't blonde yet, but they didn't have. What the
hell was that gross thing?
Yeah, I know, man. Look like he picked up a caterpillar in the Amazon.
It's so retarded.
Goodness gracious. So yeah, this is tougher for them. But let me just go like week by week, assuming everybody's healthy and all that. Titans versus Browns. I think that should be a win for the Browns in my opinion. But the Titans aren't bad.
Yeah, well,
they're not a stinker. That's a trap game to me.
Yeah, Collins says that the Browns lose that game and that the Titans are no slouch and they're going to get punched in the mouth.
Because of all the hype, I think you're right. I think I don't know if they'll get punched in the mouth, but that has like 1917 Tennessee written all over it for me.
Oh, it has trap written all over it for sure. Yeah. That is not an easy open. Not at all.
Yep. Then you have the Browns against the Jets, who, I'm sorry, but Adam Gase is better than advertised as a head coach. Yeah. I think the Browns win that game, so you're sitting at 1-1. But I don't think that's an easy game. Browns and Rams, they lose that game.
Yep.
1-2.
They lose that game.
Browns and Ravens. Ravens at home, they lose that game.
Yeah.
1-3. Yep. Browns versus 49ers. I think they lose that game.
I think they lose that game as well.
1-4. Browns at home versus Seattle.
I think they lose that game also.
That would be 1-5.
Yeah.
Browns at Patriots.
Lose.
That would be 1-6. I'm going to give them 2-5 at that point. I'm going to give them 2-5 at that point.
Yeah, okay, we can give them 2-5 at that point. Maybe they beat the Niners. I hear you.
Yeah, maybe they get past the Seahawks or something. But so that's the start of their schedule. That's before, because you've been listening to Herd like I have. That's before the heavy part of the schedule, Brad.
Yeah, that's 2-5 and being a little generous.
Yep. So now the Browns are playing at Denver. Against a Denver defense, by the way, that was pretty good last year, and now they have Chicago's defensive coordinator running that defense. It's not a gimme. I'm going to give the Browns that win, but that's not a gimme, I don't think. 3-5, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, then you have the Bills, 4-5. I'll give them that game.
Yeah, okay, we'll give them that game.
Home against Pittsburgh. Let's go ahead and give them the home against Pittsburgh.
All right.
So what are we at?
Yeah.
We're at 5-5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Home against the Dolphins, I'll give them 6-5 there.
Mm-hmm.
Road against Steelers, I think they'll lose.
Yep.
So they're 6-6 now. Bengals, I'll give them that one 7-6. Cardinals, I'll give them that one 8-6. Ravens, I give them a loss there at home, 8-7. Browns, oh gosh, they could be 9-7. 9-7. So actually, their start of their schedule is pretty brutal. If they can start 3-4, they have a really good shot. But they could start 1-6, like you said. I mean, that's a coin flip to me.
Boy, I got to tell you, they definitely became the most interesting team in the NFL. Did they not?
Oh, I love them. Them and the Raiders.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I want to watch them constantly.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. You could take the dumpster fire of the league, and then a year and a half later, they're must-watch television.
Absolutely, it's
cool.
It's so cool. And then, Brad, you know how I do it. I have like 3 or 4 TVs running at all times, so I'm gonna have the Browns on all season. Every single game I'm gonna be watching them.
Yeah, I'd want to watch them also. I hope they play opposite the Packers week 1. We
gotta get you. You should come up and visit. I'll come down there and visit for a week. You should come up to Chicago and visit sometime soon too.
Right,
get you and the Wolf of Tarpon Springs up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Yeah, the wolf. Fantasy, look, I love Baker Mayfield. Love him. Nick Chubb I liked a lot, but then they got Kareem Hunt. Now I don't know what the hell this team's going to be, like this running game. I don't know.
Pick up for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this has committee. If this was just Chubb, I would have had him securely in the top 10. Now I got to drop Chubb to end of first, beginning of second kind of fringe, and then Kareem Hunt. I know he still has to be reinstated. Duke Johnson, he's going to get traded. This is a murky running back situation. To me, I guess I go Chubb, and then I cross my fingers that Hunt doesn't eat into his carries too much, but we'll see. Wide receiver, I like Beckham. I think one of the things with this Beckham acquisition, Brad, is I feel like, do you remember when they had that, when Mike Tice was the coach of the Vikings and they had that Randy ratio?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were just saying, "Hey, Randy's so good, we're going to throw it to him even if he's covered." I feel like, and they ended up forcing it. It was awful. Ended up forcing the ball to him, forcing the issue, which sounds good in theory, but it was awful in practice. I feel like with all the hype, kind of new head coach, younger guy, not a ton of experience. I feel like they're going to end up throwing the ball more than they should. Mayfield is a star. He's a legit star. Whether or not you think he's like one of the best in the league, I think it's debatable, but he's a star, right?
Sure.
I don't know, man. I think Beckham's going to have decent numbers.
Okay. So Baker Mayfield is a star, like the Kardashians are a star.
Yeah, sure.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I'm sure he's a very fine quarterback, or he definitely has the potential to be a great quarterback. He just isn't yet. And he's a star because he's famous for being famous at this point.
Yeah.
All right. So who knows what kind of player he's going to be, unless somebody knows something I don't.
Yeah. I think you're right. He did. He had a nice rookie season. We'll see what happens. I just hope they don't force him to throw too much. Landry, I think he takes a step back because Beckham's there. Callaway, I think he'll have a nice opportunity to, he has talent, but we'll see. I haven't seen it on the field yet. I still kind of like Rashard Higgins. He's hard to keep off the field. And I think Njoku, who everybody's touting right now, I think he takes a little bit of a step back too because of the star power that they have on the team. So we'll see where that goes.